leaks on YouTube the truth? I'll be real, I have not seen that shit. My algorithm does not push me Genshin Impact content anymore, so I got no idea what the hell this shit is, but I guess let's find out. Yo, Chad, have y'all seen this shit?
So there's another leak that has been going around recently,
Haven't seen
and
it.
this time there was supposed to be an Inazuma Chronicled Wish banner in version 5.4, and now, after the official livestream, everyone is disappointed because it turns out that this leak was apparently fake. But what a lot of people...
Well, yeah, well, if you look at leaks, you're dumb. And second of all, if you believe that they're going to be 100% accurate, you're also dumb. You take every leak with a grain of salt because this shit can be coming from anybody. It's the same thing with Marvel Rivals. Dude, Marvel Rivals devs are intentionally leaking fake characters so that way they can find out who's leaking that shit internally and fucking banning them. That's what Genshin should be doing. Release fake leaks, find out where the rat is, figure out the only people who could know that shit is, and fire them all. It's that easy.
Don't understand is that the problem here is not actually the leak itself. The real problem are all these AI voice Genshin channels that are currently all over YouTube.
I'll be real, and I stand firmly behind this. I believe that if your channel is built behind a AI voice, I think you should just be banned. Straight up. I think it's stupid as fuck. If you don't show your face and your AI on YouTube, get them out. And if the whole purpose of the channel is not to just demonstrate how powerful AI is, but you're just too much of a bitch to use your own voice, ban them, get them out. I'm fine with Neurosama on Twitch because the whole point is to showcase how cool AI can be. But if your whole thing is to not show your face, not show your voice, you have complete anonymity, that way you cannot be punished by your own illegal actions, fuck them, get them out, don't need them.
Now, last time I made a video like this,
holy shit, her ass was crazy.
I talked about the problem with fake banner leaks, but this time it's gonna be a little bit different. This time I'm not gonna hold back anymore, I'm gonna talk about the real problem.
This time I'm not holding back, I'm going 100%.
With these channels in general, and on top of that, I'm gonna focus on one channel in specific throughout this entire video. Raiden Shotgun.
Go. Never heard of him. Probably because I auto-ban anybody who's fake AI. This shit is so lame. The even worse thing is that there's people who believe these AI voices are the real characters talking to them because they're that parasocial. It's honestly really fucking sad, to be honest. Nope.
So first of all, why am I blaming these channels for this? After all, the leak was fake and it's not their fault, right? Well, let's take a look at the leak I mentioned earlier and let's see what it actually says. As we can see, Flying Flame says that there has been a new issue of collected players for version 5.4, and he also says that this is subject to change.
Also, and this is a great note, and this is a great thing that Chatter put out, if your username in Twitch or your username on Twitter or your username on YouTube is based off of a video game character, I'm sorry, you are lame as fuck. If your name is Raiden Shogun's Underwear, Ching Yi's Lover, yeah, that's you, by the way. That's you. You are lame as fuck. Straight up. And I mean that shit with my whole being.
This is where the information about the Chronicled Wish banner in version 5.4 came from. That's also why I didn't make a video about it. It was quite obvious to me that this information was nonsense. Nothing in this leak states that there would be a Chronicled Wish banner. And then this guy pops up with 150,000 subs, and he starts making multiple videos claiming that according to this leak there's gonna be a Chronicled Wish banner in the next update. So he's not only intentionally spreading absolute misinformation to all of his audience, but he's also deceiving a lot of people into skipping the 5.3 banners for characters that are not even going to get a rerun.
That
And it
actually is
gets
pretty
even
fucked.
worse than that. He also constantly...
However, people who believe leaks with that much credibility are also just as dumb as the guy posting them. That's just my opinion.
promotes loot bar, which is something that can actually get you banned. Now, for context, this is not the first time this channel is spreading misinformation. He did it very often before, and he will keep doing it.
I want to make it very clear, they're both in the wrong here. I made the mistake of saving currency for a character called Zhao Qi because I was told they were going to power creep Pela and give a AoE defense break, which is going to be an enabler for daughters, as well as every single time you dealt damage to the characters that were defense broken, you would heal. And when they released, I didn't blame the company for not releasing what I saw being leaked. I blamed myself for believing the leak because I was dumb.
As long as it gets him views.
Zhao Qiao.
And again, there's hundreds of thousands of Genshin AI channels out there that are exactly like this one. All of them are exactly the same.
Bro, I ain't gonna
They're all
lie, bro. That combat on Malvika looks dumb as shit. I'm sorry, bro. That shit looks corny as fuck. I mean, that is the most immersion-breaking character I've ever seen in my whole life. Why is she swinging a motorcycle? It is so cringe.
promoting loot bar, they're all stealing the same clickbait thumbnails from each other, they're all intentionally spreading misinformation, and they're all doing the exact same thing. The only difference is that this guy has 150k subs, and since that makes him seem more reliable and more professional, people think that this channel is more reliable than all the other AI channels, even though it's quite literally the exact same thing. But
Sure, I understand that. However, they're all equally bad. Just because one guy's bigger and doesn't mean anybody else isn't a problem. They're all a problem.
in a different way. Anyway, after the information about the Chronicled
I'm really tired of people saying, well, they're just a little guy, so they can't do anything wrong. It's so bullshit.
Wish banner turned out to be false, he made another video where he's apparently explaining what happened to the Chronicled Wish banner, and this is where it gets really ridiculous. To sum it up for you guys, this entire video is basically just, oh, sorry guys, I definitely didn't know that this was going to happen. It's actually all because of Flying Flame. He is supposed to be reliable. He was wrong and deceived us all into believing that there would be a Chronicled Wish banner. It's not like I made 5 videos about this knowing very well that this information was fake. Now, there's something I have to explain to you guys.
Sure.
The issue is not that the leak is false, because that's not what a leak is, alright? Leaks are supposed to be correct. Leaks are not speculations, and that's the difference. If we were to talk about speculations, then yes, it makes sense. Speculations could be false. But leaks are fundamentally different.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
unlike speculations, leaks are based on literal early information from a reliable
However, you should still take all leaks with a grain of salt because things are always subject to change.
source, like in-game data files and information from inside the company.
By the way, is anybody else just completely just like, what the fuck is this gameplay? This shit looks so fucking lame. What has Genshin become?
So reliable leaks are pretty much never subject to change. And the reason why Flying Flame says subject to change is not because the leak itself is actually subject to change, but rather because he doesn't really know what the information even means in the first place. Anyway, the people in the comments of this video actually believe this guy, which means that these people will fall for it again and again.
Yep.
And a comment I often get from people who are trying to defend this is that it's their own fault if they watch leaks and they should know the consequences.
I mean, sure, this is absolutely fair. However, some of the blame also falls on the creator as well, absolutely.
But unfortunately, it does not work like that. There's a lot of people who are new to this game or just simply don't know how leaks work. And then they're gonna see stuff like this without knowing the consequences. It's not their fault. If I was a new player and I saw someone with 150k subs telling me something about the game, well, I would obviously assume that it's reliable. Now there's something else I want to tell to all of you out there who watch this guy. Even if he says to take the information with a grain of salt, it still doesn't justify the fact that he's constantly spreading misinformation, especially because he says this every time he talks about leaks. Like, if you're gonna spam this phrase every single time you say something, it loses any value. He's just
I disagree. I do think it is very important to disclaim every single time that leaks should be taken with a grain of salt. I do think it is very important to say that. Absolutely, 100%. I don't agree that it doesn't do anything. It should.
spamming take it with a grain of salt over and over so that he doesn't get blamed for it and so people keep watching him. It's not because he actually cares about his audience. In fact, he does not care about his viewers at all. If he did, he wouldn't constantly spread misinformation. If he did care about his viewers and the
really is that
150,000
frequent of a
people
thing,
who
though.
are
I
subscribed to
understand where
him,
he's coming from.
he wouldn't
I've only seen one instance of this, but if it is that frequent, yeah, that's probably not good.
constantly promote loot bar, which is something that can actually get you banned.
Yeah.
Don't
that
let the
shit's
way
scummy
he
as
makes
fuck.
these videos fool you. I know the way he makes his videos seems innocent and cute,
Yo, Chad, is my cat a Nazi? Or are they just being autistic? Yo, Eggy, what were you doing with that hand, man? You're watching too much Elon Musk, brother. Too much Elon Musk, buddy.
but I can guarantee you that this channel is nothing but just another money-making machine for a loot bar. And if you still want to argue, sure, go ahead. But I'm just letting you know to be careful and to not trust these channels so you don't end up like this guy. With that being said, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching this video. Be careful, and as always, I wish everyone out there a nice and wonderful day, even Raiden Shotgun.
Yeah, just don't be retarded and don't trust AI channels. I'll be real. If you don't understand why channels that will not show their identity are so unreliable, it's because if they fuck up that hard, they lose nothing, can make a new channel and get away with it forever. I never support fully AI channels, ever, ever. Because when a content creator doesn't have anything at stake, they have nothing to lose by doing something shady, and that's why I just don't cooperate with them. That being said, don't look at leaks. Don't blindly believe leaks, and don't blame other people for your own ignorance, as well as if you're a content creator, just don't make leak content. It's cringe as fuck. That's just my opinion. See y'all next one. Peace.